Merry Christmas. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the... Ow, dang it, man. This new Craig. Not used to it being here yet, but there it is. Anyways, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day, and that is exactly what we are going to do in today's video. Now, you might notice I'm a little more festive than I normally am, and that is because this video was actually not supposed to happen until Christmas Day. But due to the fact that we are expecting some very severe weather over the next few days, I've decided to just go ahead and shoot it now, just in case there are power outages like they are expecting at the moment. It's supposed to get really crazy tonight. There's supposed to be like a crazy ice storm, and they are already predicting power outages specifically for my spot. So I figured, why not go ahead and shoot this just in case, and then if we have other videos that end up coming out this week, then it's just a bonus. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop on into today's package. And in today's package is yet another crazy score for the year 2022 for the House of Masks. I don't know what it is with 2022, but there is just absolutely no way that we are going to be able to outshine this year next year, or probably any other year. Regardless, let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got, and I will explain a little bit about this piece as we pull it out and show it off. Are you ready? All right, it looks like there is a note in the package as well, so we'll go ahead and read that first, and then we will get on to the item. All right, so the note just says, anytime you see any more masks in the Iowa area, I would be happy to assist. Trust me, I am always looking for a chance to drive. Ain't shit to do in Iowa. Happy to assist. Thanks for having us at the House of Masks again, Levi and Justin. So mad shout out to Levi and Justin for helping me secure this. And yes, they did get to visit the House of Masks because they actually dropped something off about a month ago, give or take. And that is another item that we have hung up at the House of Masks. I can't remember if I covered that item in a video or not, but regardless, the next time we do a GWAR update, I will mention that, and I will give those guys credit again, question mark. Anyways, like that note said, we've got a mask from the Iowa area. That's pretty interesting, huh? What we've got here is yet another real deal mask, and potentially stage used, although I will most likely never be able to prove that this thing was stage used. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that one plausible already, but as I said at the beginning of the video, I don't know what is up with 2022, but it just seems like everything is happening for a reason, and we will go back in time to another video, one of the videos that I shot most recently on yet another real Slipknot mask, and I will tell you guys exactly why I say everything's happening for a reason. What we have here is another real 0.5 clown, and this is a slightly different sculpt than all of the other copies that I currently own. Merry Christmas to me! This thing, again, just happened to fall into my lap, and I couldn't be happier about the deal. I paid an extremely low price for this thing, especially after finding out that there's face paint on the inside, making it pretty obvious that it was probably worn at one point. Still plausible on the whole stage use thing, but for the price that I paid for this, it is absolutely unbelievable. This is one of the same exact copies that just sold at the backstage auctions for like $1,500, which I thought was an incredible price for that thing to go at, and I didn't even pay half of that price for this piece right here. So my buddies who live in the Iowa area actually are friendly with another collector who gets a lot of real Slipknot stuff. Well, that fellow collector had this mask and just so happened to want to sell it, and I was able to make a deal through those fellas, and now we have it here. Now, the reason that I keep saying that everything happens for a reason is because in the last real 0.5 clown unboxing video that I did, I got one of these white 0.5 clown masks. It was a real mask, but it was a different sculpt because Clown actually had a few different masters that these masks were pulled from. Obviously, when you are doing that many copies of a mask out of just one mold, it is going to break down. So Clown actually had a few of them, and two of them are definitely easily identifiable. So with these white copies, you can clearly tell the difference. This is the mask that I did in the first real white 0.5 Clown unboxing a while back, and you can clearly see the differences on these side by side. This one has a lot weirder look to it. It's got a lot more definition on the cheek creases. It's a little more elongated in shape, and the mouth cut is completely different. Now again, coming back to the whole everything happens for a reason, in that video I said that I almost got one of these.
Flashback.
The version that I actually paid for was not this version. I actually got one that was from a slightly different mold. I think that there were probably quite a few different masters made from the original sculpt, because if you don't know, molds break down after time. With each pull they lose a little more detail, so I'm sure that there had to be quite a few molds to run as many masks as Clown had for the Gray Chapter cycle, and one of those molds must have been from a retooled sculpt, because the nose has a lot more definition and a slightly different shape, and there are some actual sculpted lines over here on the side of the smile. So the version that I actually bought and paid for was this version, but my buddy Perfect Ugly, aka Paul J. Vick, was like, yo, I really like yours, what do you think of mine? I personally liked this one better. It seemed to be in better shape, and this mold matches the rest of the clowns that I do own. So in just a second, I'll go grab those and show you exactly what I mean by that, but you can clearly see the difference in these two masks. This is the one that I paid for and traded to Paul, and obviously this is the one that I received. I almost regret that decision now, because it would have been cool to have one from a different mold, but at the same time, I'm really into symmetry and matching, so I'm not upset about it. This thing is in absolutely mint condition. I definitely like the paint job better on this, and again, I like matching, so this one matching all of the other clowns is really cool.
End of flashback.
The one that I purchased was this, but I was actually able to trade it out with another collector for the same exact sculpt that all of my other real 0.5 clowns are, because I wanted to keep them uniformed. And then as I made that deal, I was like, dang, why did I do that? It would have been cool to have a different sculpt in the collection. But I had already made the deal, and I didn't want to mess that up for the other collector that I was trading with, so I went ahead and kept everything straight because I'm a man of my word. I just didn't want to go back on that and fuck anything up for anybody. So it was what it was. I'm definitely not unhappy with this, and this is the sculpt that I prefer, but it still was in the back of my mind that it would have been pretty cool to have a slightly different sculpt in the collection. Well, lo and behold, this one falls into my lap like a month later, and we have it here now, so I have both of them. Two real white 0.5 clown masks. One of them is most likely stage used. There is so much wear and tear and weathering and character on this thing, and a fair amount of face paint on the inside of the mask. And then we got this other OG that is completely untouched. So not only do I now have 5 real 0.5 clown masks, but 2.5 of them are stage used. The reason I say 2.5 is because 2 of them are definitely worn and used by Sean, and this one is still plausible. So I am going to set this guy to the side now that we have taken the look at the side-by-side differences, and we're going to focus on this thing. I haven't even really taken a nice solid look at it for myself, but it is absolutely awesome. I'm definitely going to have to get this thing stuffed. I do not like the way that it sits on this mannequin head by itself. It's very narrow and very skinny and just kind of looks weird. But yeah, I definitely can't wait to get this in the collection with the rest of these guys. Can't wait to look at them all side by side. It's just yet another real cool, weird thing that just kind of happened in the year 2022, and I think that it's a good way to go out. A nice send-off for the best year that the House of Masks has ever seen, hands down. Have I covered everything in this video? We got it from a collector in Iowa who has a lot of real Slipknot stuff. Hopefully I'll be buying more stuff from that guy in the future, because he's got some other stage used goodies, not masks per se, but other stage used goodies that I'm definitely going to want to add to the collection. I don't know why my whole tone and demeanor changed. It's like I'm talking to myself right now. Professional YouTuber. Potentially stage used, different molds. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers just about everything that I have to say about this mask. So as always, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with some nice up close shots of this piece. You'll be able to see all of the very subtle weathering, the chips, the paint marks, the face paint, all that good stuff in these close-up shots, and that's how we will end this video. So thank you guys very, very much for watching. I definitely appreciate it, and I really hope that you've enjoyed it. I also want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, any other little holidays in there that I have missed. I hope that you guys enjoy them. Go spend time with your loved ones, whether that's friends, family, or just your stuff. Be safe, keep being good people, and thank you guys all so much for the the support this year. I absolutely appreciate it. I truly could not be any happier right now, and I just can't believe that this is my life. So thank you guys very, very much, and happy holidays from the House of Masks. With that being said, hopefully I see you tomorrow, but if not, just know that the storm got me and I'm probably deceased. Thank you guys again for watching, and until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to a good year, and we will see you guys in the next one.